Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for joining us in Strengthened Up. And today I will be presenting Nourishing the Mind for Well-Being. It's a holistic approach to mental health through nutrition and a lifestyle. My name is Amal Zayed. I am a holistic nutrition and a health coach, and my passion is helping people to develop mindful eating habits and reduce inflammation by making some simple changes in their daily lives. Well, before starting, I would like to tell you a very short version of my story. I am a brain cyst survivor. I have undergone 2 brain surgeries. My first brain surgery was due to a severe hydrocephalus that I had. One day I just blacked out, and my husband took me to emergency room in the hospital. There they found out about my brain cyst that was blocking the fluid that comes from the brain to the medulla. And at that time, my doctor decided to make a hole behind the cyst to drain all the fluid that was creating a lot of pressure and release all the tension from the hydrocephalus. Luckily, everything went well, and after 2 weeks, my doctors told me that I can go home. I just had to go once per year to check out that the cyst didn't grow and the hole didn't close. And they told me that I can make normal life. You can imagine that my life was everything but not normal. I started stressing a lot about this situation. I didn't want to go out of my home. I stopped my normal activities because I was thinking the whole time that I will have to go again to the emergency room. And also because my father died from cancer, and that created a lot of these negative thoughts into my head, which led to a lot of stress. It was chronic stress that I was creating into my life. And that created a lot of pain in my whole body, in my joints, back, headaches. And sometimes I was not able also to get out of my bed. I was suffering from very bad sleeping disorders. I could not sleep during the night. I was suffering from brain fog. I was anxious the whole time. I was depressed. I was taking antidepressants, and for 2 years, I could not find any solution to my life. Until one day, I found out about holistic nutrition, and I started researching because I wanted something that I could heal my body. And I found about a nutrition school in New York, and I enrolled to become a holistic nutrition and a health coach because I wanted to help myself. During that year, everything that I was learning, I was applying into my life. And at the end of that year, I saw all the improvements in all areas of my life. That encouraged me to keep studying and learning more about nutrition. And after, I wanted to help people to create awareness how by having the right nutrition and lifestyle, we could reverse any kind of disease and thrive in life. I started doing nutrition workshops for some associations, one-on-one coaching sessions, meal prep cooking classes. I wanted to show people how easy it is to live in and have super easy, healthy lifestyle with just by making some simple changes in our daily lives. And doing from corporate workshops, corporate programs, and yeah, so now I'm here to tell you a little bit what I have done and what helped me during that journey. So today we will be talking about mental health, the causes of mental health issues, the disease linked to poor mental health, and I will give you some simple tips to start applying from today to know how to nourish your well-being with these 4 pillars that I will be exposing today. Well, what is mental health? We know that mental health is our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects the way that we think, feel, and act. And it also influences the way that we react to stress, how we relate with others, and our life choices that we make every day. And why it matters? Because a good mental health will allow us to cope with our daily stressors and to be productive and to contribute to our community. By the other hand, a poor mental health can affect every aspect of our life, including our physical health, our relationships, our performance in our personal life and at our work. So what are the causes of mental health issues? Chronic stress. Of course, stress, actually, it's not a bad thing. We need stress in our life because it will drive us to achieve our goals. But what happens when this stress is ongoing stress throughout the months or years? And it could be because of our job, some toxic relationships or personal challenges or traumas that may cause mental health issues. The second thing is poor nutrition. A diet lacking with essential nutrients can lead to imbalance in the brain chemicals that regulate our mood and our cognitive function. Lack of sleep, sleep deprivation affects our mood regulation, our concentration, and overall mental clarity. We have to aim to have between 7 to 9 hours per night. Sedentary life, lack of physical activity has been linked of increased anxiety and depression worldwide. And social isolation, not having strong social connections can lead to loneliness, and at the end, it will lead to poor mental health. So what are the diseases linked with poor mental health? We have here the most common ones, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, gastrointestinal disorders, chronic pain condition. That was my case. I had chronic pain because of inflammation in my body and mostly caused by ongoing stress. I was worrying about serious health problems like cancer or needing to go to the emergency room, which added to my stress and made me inflamed, and my pain goes worse. And I found out the root cause of my health issue. I was taking painkillers for 2 years and nothing was giving me the relief that I needed until I found out that by tackling the root cause of my problem, I could resolve this health issue. And this is what I'm doing now with my clients. It's looking to the root cause of their problems and solving this problem. And then everything will go better and better in all aspects of our life. And of course, obesity and Alzheimer. The good news is that we have many ways to nourish our mind for well-being. And today I will be focusing in these 4 pillars, which is nutrition, stress management, quality sleep, and exercise. The first one, nutrition. Our brain doesn't stop even when we are sleeping and needs energy to keep performing well. That is why we eat. What we eat has a huge impact in our mood. The quality of the food is very important. Our mental health is very complex, but nutrition is a good starting point. That's why my recommendation today is by starting and eating a clean diet for 3 weeks, which means avoiding processed foods and sugars, and slowly start introducing again the kind of foods that you were eating normally and journaling how you are feeling each time you introduce a new food. And you will be shocked of the results. I have been doing this with my clients, and at the end, they don't want to go back to their old eating habits because now they are feeling with more energy, with more mental clarity. They feel good overall, so they don't want to go back to the old bakery stuff that they were buying in the supermarket or relying in sugary drinks. So it's a life-changing. But beside that, we know that there are some nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that we must have in our diet. It's our brain food. Besides helping us with our overall health, it boosts our brain. The first thing, these nutrients help us to have more energy, more mental clarity, also to avoid depression and anxiety, also help us to improve our sleep and don't have these mood swings throughout the day. Omega-3 fatty acids, we can find it in salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts, but also it's a very good option to have a supplement to have enough omega-3 because we cannot have enough from our diet. The second thing, it's B vitamins. We can find that in leafy greens, eggs, and whole grains. And there's some studies shown that a deficiency in vitamin D can lead to depression as well. Vitamin C, we can find it in citrus fruits and berries. And the deficiency of vitamin C can shown as fatigue, muscle and joint pain, and also lack of energy in general. But the most important thing about the vitamin C, it's we need it to can absorb very well the iron. And the iron, we need it to improve our mood and our cognitive performance for our learning. We need to have many things and nutrients like red meats, beans, and fortified cereals. Vitamin D, it's very important because the deficiency of vitamin D will lead to higher risk of mood disorders like depression and anxiety. And we can find it from mushroom, eggs, and some fish. But you can also take a supplement of vitamin D, and most in the countries where we don't have enough sun during the year. Magnesium, it helps us to manage our anxiety and improve our sleep. And we can find it in nuts, seeds, and in dark chocolate. Well, and here are more tips that you can use to improve your mental health. The first thing is to stay hydrated. We need to keep hydration and drink enough water throughout the day. A very simple tip is to keep a bottle of water beside your workplace or carry the bottle of water wherever you go, because it's very important to drink enough water during the day because water gives us energy and mental clarity. And also some people confuse dehydration with hunger, and they think they need to eat more food, and instead it's maybe because they are not drinking enough water. Also, you have some hydrating foods like cucumbers, watermelons, or oranges that helps you to have enough water. Eating balanced meals. We must have a balanced meal each time of the day, where we can have proteins, complex carbs, whole grains, and healthy fats. Because by having a balanced meal, we will have more nutrients, which will make us feel full for longer and not snacking the whole time, which will lead to sugar spikes. And these ups and downs in our blood sugar levels will lead to mental disease, because we have this kind of mood swings throughout the day, and our brain don't like that. Eating the rainbow, it's very important to eat different colors of fruits and vegetables throughout the day and the week, because each color of fruits and vegetables give us different kind of nutrients. We can include fermented foods because it improves our mood and it reduces our stress levels. And there are studies where shows that probiotics in fermented foods can increase serotonin levels. And also because it reduces inflammation. And we know that the chronic inflammation can lead to mental health issues. And of course, limiting processed food and sugars. The second thing is stress management. Stress is the real silent killer. Prolonged high cortisol levels can cause memory loss, reduce our cognitive learning and function, and even shrinks the hippocampus. The good news is that we have some strategies to relax and reduce stress. The first one is breathing exercises. It's a very simple one to do, and even in your workplace, walking, driving, any place you can practice these breathing exercises. Today, I will provide you with one very simple one. This deep, slow breath lower our heart rate and blood pressure, and it will calm the mind and release the stress. Mindful and meditation, also it calms our mind and our body through focused breathing. Gratitude helps reduce stress by shifting our focus from negative thoughts to positive ones, leading to a calmer and more relaxed state of mind. And journaling, it's a very powerful tool that I always recommend my clients to start doing, because by expressing our thoughts and feelings, it relieves the mental tension that we are suffering. Well, I want to introduce you to this box breathing exercise. It's a very simple exercise. It helps to reduce anxiety and stress, and it's a simple breathing technique where it involves inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 4 seconds, and exhaling for 4 seconds. You can do it with me if you want, otherwise you just can see it. And breathe out 4 seconds. Breathe in 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Well, as you see, it's a very simple technique that at the beginning you can use the box breathing exercise. You can find the link in YouTube, and then you can do it in your mind. And I honestly can tell you that it works. Well, and because I love food, and I truly believe that food is medicine, and if we find the right food for our body, we can thrive in life. And today I want just to give you a very simple list of foods that helps to relieve stress and anxiety. All of these foods are loaded with antioxidants, healthy fats, vitamin C and D, and helps to promote relaxation and improve our mood. Number 3, sleep. We need to allow our body to recover by sleeping enough hours and having a good quality of sleep. By sleeping, we give our body the chance to, and our brain to regenerate. That's why sleep is key for us to can handle our stressful daily stressors. Well, and how the impact of sleep on our mental well-being. Well, here I would like to tell you about an example of a client of mine. She came to me because she was suffering from a lot of stress and anxiety. And we found out that she was not sleeping enough hours during the night. Also, she had a very bad quality of sleep. She was waking up many times. She was emotionally unstable. She had these mood swings during the day. She was suffering from a lot of anxiety. She could not concentrate at her work. She was taking very bad decisions at work and in her personal life. And she could not recover from all these stressors that she had every day. Her cortisol levels were super high, and because she was not sleeping. She could not have this ability to cope with the stress and to have the strength to recover. So that's why it's super important to have this sleeping hours during the night. So what we can do to improve our sleep, because I know that many people suffer from sleep deprivation, and there are many things that we can do, but today I just want to give you a very simple ones that you can start applying from today. The first one is to limit screen time before bed. Please don't do it anymore. I saw many people that going to bed and still scrolling in their mobiles, having all this screen time, as the light blue can interfere of the melatonin production and will lead to have a very bad quality of sleep. And the second thing that I want to mention is limit having heavy meals before bed. Don't have very late your dinner, because the digestion will interfere with the melatonin production, so you will not have a very good quality of sleep. And of course, we have alcohol, caffeine also. We have to limit caffeine. Don't aim to not have caffeine after 2 p.m. or at least 6 hours before your bedtime. And of course, having a routine, a relaxing bedtime ritual, and getting natural light exposure. It's very important to go out every day, or at least having 5-10 minutes of natural light. And number 4, it's exercise. Exercise helps us to improve our mood, our energy, reduce stress and anxiety. It's very important to have many different movements during the day. And it doesn't matter if you like to walk, stretch, yoga, aerobics, or making any strength training. You don't have to set a very big goals to achieve it. I had one client that was telling me that I cannot exercise because I don't have 1 hour per day to go to the gym. And you don't have to do that. Aim at least for 30 minutes each day of moderate exercise. And you can spread that throughout the day in smaller chunks, engaging in any kind of movement. And a very simple thing, it's like, instead of the elevator, use the stairs, or parking your car far away from the entrance of the building, so you force yourself to walk more, or to keep moving, or to go. Don't stay sit the whole day. Go and take a glass of water, or make some kind of movement, stretching, breathing exercises. Everything that it's including movement will help us, not just with the mental clarity, it's also with the energy. Well, and because of all of that are at the end habits, and we need a way to stick to these habits, I want to give you my freebie, a step-by-step how to stick to your healthy habits with a daily habit tracker. Will help you to start including into your lifestyle different habits, and yeah, you will see the difference after doing that. And just you have to scan this QR code and subscribe to my newsletter. Actually, also you will get an anti-inflammatory guide, because my focus is in reducing inflammation through nutrition and many other strategies, which by my personal experience, I know that it works. And I just want to leave you with this. If you truly want to change your life, you first must be willing to change your mind. So thank you so much. And well, if you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I'm happy to answer any kind of questions that you have in the future. Thank you so much.